Hey, the smartest man in all of college football is Mr. Rick George. That man did the unthinkable and made his program look like they just won 6 national championships in a row. Just like that. Just with hiring Coach Prime, he made the program sort of new heights before a game was even played. We ain't even made it out of Feb. We just got into February. We ain't even made it good into the year. And Colorado is the most talked about football program in the world right now. When you talk college football, you gon' talk about Colorado. When you talk football, you gon' talk about Coach Prime. When you talk college football, you gotta talk about the AD, Mr. Rick George. The man did the best for the program because he loved them. He loved that program. He been there for years. He wants to see that program succeed to heights that ain't never been seen, ever, on a consistent basis.
The immediate beneficiary of today's game are the players involved, but it could go a long way to determining the success of Colorado's football future. To talk about that with us is Rick George, the CU recruiting coordinator. And Rick, what does this type of game mean to the job that you have to do?
Well, it helps us quite a bit because once we leave Colorado, we have to go 1,000 miles to recruit our next player, and the exposure that we get and the hype and all those things really have a tremendous impact on what we're doing, and it's had a big impact on what we've done in the state this year. The prospects from the state are excited about us. They see Buff Mania all over the place, and it's an exciting time for us.
Rick, I know that a little later on you will be walking around glued to a cell phone, and you'll be calling recruits during the game. Is that right?
Yeah, but I don't call them unless there's a timeout because I don't want to miss any of the game. But, yeah, we'll call some recruits today and say hello and let them know that even though we're in the biggest game of our life, we're still thinking about them.
And check to make sure they're watching.
Absolutely. If they're not watching, something's wrong.
Could this game have a major impact on recruiting this year, do you think?
Well, I don't know if this game so much as much as the success of the season. You know, we've had tremendous success, have been on national TV twice already, and I think the exposure that we've gotten to this point, and this game certainly is going to add to that, but when we go to the bowl game, that's going to be a big deal too.
Okay, Rick, thanks for joining us. Enjoy the game, and best of luck to the Buffs this afternoon.
Thanks, Brian.
That's Rick George, the CU recruiting coordinator.